people. I hope I am live because I thought I was taking a picture to use as the thumbnail, and all of a sudden it said I was live. So, hello. Well, let me just get started by introducing myself. My name is Elizabeth Giles, and I'm coming to you live from the Stampin' Unicorns Craft Room here in Marshfield, Wisconsin. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 19 years. I love scrapbooking, and card making is just an easy passion of mine as well, but scrapbooking is where my heart is. I do classes in my home. I do fundraiser events and all sorts of stuff. Lately, we've been doing classes here on YouTube. Hello, Kathy Larson. And we've been starting with a simple design and then stepping it up every single time. So that's what we're going to continue with here in September. I was trying to clear off my desk and then got sidetracked with something else. So it is still a mess, but I do plan on working on it tonight while watching the Badger volleyball game. So can't wait for that. Oh, goodness gracious. So I hope you guys are all having a wonderful Tuesday. We are having tacos for supper tonight. Ooh, I love me some taco salad. We had shredded lettuce left from last week, so we have to use that up, and tacos are the best. Hello, Kathy Wenzel. And Kathy Wenzel, I do have your card sitting here. It's just in my to-do pile, and I've been really bad at that. So I didn't forget you yet, so we do still have that. So be patient with me. It's on my list. Am I on the right one? I don't know what you mean by that. Is there more than one going, Sean? Well, we are going to be doing this card again that we did a couple weeks ago because it is our beginner card. And this is the one that I have to give to you this weekend. And then we will be stepping that up so you guys can kind of see what that will look like as a stepped up version of this card. But I couldn't give it to you yet because I didn't have another example of it. So we are going to be using that. So if that's why you were confused, if you saw that at the beginning, yes, we are going to be doing that. And I will update that thumbnail once we get these other cards designed, because I don't have them designed quite yet. That's the loveliness of this, is that we get to do it together and see where it goes, and all of those things. So some things I just want to tell you guys right away, so I do not forget, is there is a free shipping event tomorrow. Orders of $75 or more will have free shipping. If you are not going to place an order for $75 or more, please let me know and I can throw it onto my order. However, tomorrow I have some meetings and some things after work, so I will be placing my order in the morning, which means you have to let me know tonight what you want. I do have a couple people that reached out already. But I would be more than happy to do that for you. All right, so that is the big thing. I mean, usually at these events where we have the free shipping, I stock up on all the things that need stocking up: adhesive, paper, dimensionals, you name it, it's a good time to get it. Paper pumpkin subscriptions, right? So you definitely want to do that. If you are going to be a subscriber, sorry, I got glue on my case here. If you are going to be a subscriber to Paper Pumpkin, not doing the monthly subscription, like a year long, like I'm currently a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, so is Princess Poofers and Brian. But if you need to renew that, free shipping days are one of the best days to do it. There's some other times of the year that are good too, celebration and that kind of stuff. But free shipping, I mean, you're getting 11% off of that subscription, basically. So do all the things. Shake your groove thing. This weekend, I will be up in Merrill at the crop up there. And I'm going to have some fun. Hopefully I will be working on my business stuff and some personal, if I don't get all of my business stuff done, but I do have to catch up on some things. It's been busy around here. So Friday I have to work a partial day, and then I'll zoom up to Merrill and to the bowling alley up there and support that group. And loads of fun. That's right, Sean. I can't remember what you call it, so I am sorry. Oktoberfest? Scrap Fest? I'm very bad with names, as you know, so I apologize. But we'll have a good group up there, and I will be staying over at Sean's house. So unless she kicks me out, then I guess I sleep in my car. Croptoberfest. Yeah, I was so close. Yep, and Mary Kay will be up there. So just a nice, relaxing, crafting weekend. So I can't wait to go up there. And then Sunday we might hit the road. I am not quite sure yet, but things, right? We'll see what the week brings us. Last weekend we went camping at Sherwood County Park, and it was right on the lake. I hope you guys saw my pictures on my personal profile. It was very beautiful. Saw some trumpeter swans. Oh my gosh, they were so loud. Well, the one that came back was the two that I saw on Friday night. They didn't make any noise. I couldn't hear them at all. But then we had one come back Sunday morning, and it was just like honking and just beautiful. Had the black snout, nozzle, beak. That's the word. Just gorgeous. Did some kayaking and lots of cribbage playing and game playing, which is always a good time for me. So anyways, okay, I've got, where did I put those cards? I don't even know where they are. I do have some swaps to share, but I'm not sure if we'll get that far. Maybe that'll be a next Tuesday thing, because I don't know if I'll have time to prepare to like, what are the words? I am so bad with words today. It's going to be really busy. I have a conference that I'm going to in Madison on Wednesday and Thursday. And so my Facebook Live on Tuesday, I might just show the card swaps, which are gorgeous. And, maybe that's just going to be an easy night. But we'll see. I do have one more card from Stamp Camp that I need to show how to simplify it and not simplify it. So we will see where the night takes us. But tonight we are working with butterflies, which is one of my favorite things. I love all things butterflies. So I hope you do too. As always, I really appreciate it when you guys share my things. Of course, I have many demonstrators that follow me, and even if you can't purchase from me, right, because that would be weird, please feel free to share with your friends my videos. I am really hoping to earn the incentive trip this next year. It starts in October and goes until September. So fingers crossed we can work together and get that done. My friend Kathy Miller just earned the incentive trip for this year. She is so nice, such a nice person. So I'm very happy for her, but I hope next year that is me. I don't want to sound selfish, but I really hope. So anyways, I think we should get started. And yeah, I'm not, like I said, I don't really know where I'm going with this. I have the beginner card ready to go, or the simple card, as some people would call it. I think it's more of a beginner card. It's a really cool technique, which I've shown before, and I absolutely love it. So we are going to do that and then move on with other things. So let me try and flip this camera around. It typically takes me 2 times on YouTube because it is very sensitive on my phone. So we will see. Oh, you see my finger coming in? Yep. See, not the first time, but there we go. There's my messy closet. Yep, still working on that. Hey, Tina. Oh, okay, sounds good. I'm just going to tip this up and stand up, see where we are at. Oh, I think that actually looks pretty good. Just straighten it out a little bit. Okay, can you guys tell me if it's too light or too dark? I do have my window open and the sun's not shining right here, so it should be okay. But we'll kind of go from there. I will have to look for my masking tape, my masking paper. Here it is. If you guys do not know, I kind of talked about this masking paper before. Stampin' Up! Sells it. You get 12 of these sheets. Super easy to use. I used to, use Post-it notes because I thought that was a better option and this and that. I'm telling you, this masking paper is super affordable. Post-it notes cost a lot. They really do. And they don't stick very good. So this masking paper is very awesome. This is like a fraction of the sheet. I think like not even half of the sheet. Definitely look these up. Here's the item number right there, if you need to know. Yeah, right? Very affordable stuff. Okay, so for our simple card, we are just taking our card base and folding it in half. Our card base tonight is bubble bath. I keep wanting to call it bubble gum. It reminds me of like bubble gum ice cream, right? That's where it always takes me in my mind, is bubble gum ice cream, and that's the color of it. So we're just folding this in half. Now, this card, I say it's a simple card, but you do need to have 4 different colors of ink. So if you want to really say that this is a simple card, you could absolutely do this card just with 1 or 2 colors of ink and just make it darker in some areas than others. We're taking the masking paper and we're just going to give it a good like rip. So try and get some different ridges in there. I don't know, that looks good. Now this masking paper is like super sticky, right? So sometimes it can tear our paper. So all we're going to do, and this is a trick from Shannon West, so we're going to take our shirt that we're wearing and just kind of go right like that. Now mine might have a little cat hair on it. It'll be fine. But essentially you're just gonna like layer this onto, and I don't really like that huge ridge right there. So we're just gonna, we're gonna try just giving it some character. Okay, that's good. And it'll be okay, like however we want to do it. Boom, boom, boom. By the way, you guys might not have been able to read my shirt, but it's upside down, so I'll show it to you. It says, "Good moms say bad words." I don't know. I think you guys know me pretty well to know that that's pretty accurate for me. Okay. I think I want to try zooming this in just a smidge. Whoa! I told you this YouTube, it is very touchy. Okay. Let's just move it on up. There we go. I always want to have this in the top of my frame so I know where that ends. There. That looks good. Thanks. Right? It is so accurate and so comfortable. Okay. So we're going to just take this again on our shirt and just, rip it right in half. I mean, it's really thin, right? On purpose. It'll be fine. Just going to stick that on here and then line up this other one. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Okay, we're just going to use the ends of this to keep it in place. Now, typically when I am coloring and blending, I like to start with the dark color first. Because the light color, you're going to kind of go over the whole thing. So on my little blends here, I just have a piece of tape and then I wrote the color on there. This is so once I wash it out, I know. I just said wash it out. Then I can take the tape off and use it for another color. It also helps my customers, right? We had this at my stamp camp to know which Stampin' Blend to use because we don't wash them out after every single time of using them when we're at class, right? That would be silly willy. Okay, we're just going to put 2 blotches here of color. Good. Next, we are using Pretty in Pink. Oh, that was Fresh Freesia. Now we're using Pretty in Pink. Pretty in Pink is one of our amazing ink colors. You can't forget about those. It did used to be in our color wheelhouse, and then it got retired, and now they brought it back. So you just never know what there's going to be. You'll also notice that I am doing this right on my mat. That's because this mat will wipe right off. The ink will just come right off of there. Okay, next color we have is Bubble Bath. So this is the exact same color as our paper. So it's just going to give us a little bit of dimension. Of course, it's going to show slightly lighter. We will also use this color to go over everything to kind of blend it together. I just feel like it adds some softness to the sharp color saturation. Okay, now that looks pretty weird, I think, but when we pull off our masking, it just looks so awesome. I don't know. There's really no words for it. I'm going to try saving these even though I ripped this one in half for our next project. But it really does just look great. Come on, get off of there. There we go. And that needs to come that way. Super duper. So this is what we have. Now we're going to add our butterflies and our sentiment. So everything is from this sketched butterflies. And we're using Stays on ink. Stays on ink I highly recommend to use whenever you want a really bold image. Oh, and I forgot, I need to add ink. I haven't used this in a couple weeks. So whenever I use Stays On or Memento, I typically will re-ink it so it's got a good saturated ink pad. Especially when you want to get these bold colors. Bold, 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 bold. So we're just going to add some butterflies right over the top. So this is going to be one layer. Before I add the other butterfly, I'm going to do the thinking of you right on the edge there. It'll be okay. It will be okay. I'm just seeing. Here we go. Up there. And lastly, our other one there. Okay. So this is our card. And you can see they both look different, right? The blending looks different. So it all depends upon how you rip things. But this is our simplified card. So, you know, really easy, no layers. Although it looks like there should be layers, but no layers. Now we're going to do like a step up. Now, I don't have any of this planned. It is just floating around in my brain. So a step up to me would be, we're going to add some layers. We're going to add some embellishments. Maybe like some embossing. But I think embossing is still more of our Avid crafters. Ooh, look at these. These are Regal foiled adhesive back dots. I love these. I'm not entirely sure if that's a color match or not, but it might be. Like I said, I haven't cleaned off my dust, so that I just have random things just sitting here. So we may or may not be using those. But let's go ahead and grab ourselves a card base. And I want to do a card base that I'm going to be able to use on both. And I really like the black. I am loving the black card bases. I am not entirely sure why, but that's what we're going to go with. I really want to accentuate the black. Just moving stuff out of the way because, as I said, my desk is just filled with stuff. So I'm just going to cut this black cardstock down to in half. So it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Get our bone folder for a good crease. Now I want to like do sort of the same thing here, but just add more to it, right? So that's where you would step it up just a little bit. We're going to keep this other black piece for, I do have more of a thought for the Avid one because this comes with some amazing dies, but it will be great. So we're going to go ahead. I think we're going to keep using, I really like this one here. So we might just use that one and then use a different sentiment, but I'm not entirely sure. We're going to do the same kind of technique with the colors here. So let me get a piece of Bubble Bath. See, I almost called it bubble gum again. Bubble Bath. And I don't think I have any big enough scrap pieces. Oh, wait, I lied. Look at scrap piece. Here's another scrap piece. This might actually be the exact size we need. Let's see. Nope, not quite. I'm going to cut it down to 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And I also think we might have to use some glimmer paper in here. I really like that. And our glimmer paper we have, it does come in Pretty in Pink because the glimmer paper is our ink colors right here. So you get all 5 of the current ink colors. So these were the last year ink colors, right? 2024, oh, this year, 2024 to 2026. I'm just going to take this Pretty in Pink sheet out. Ooh, right? Because we definitely need some sort of bling bling on here. I like that. We could probably do that for both of them. So we're going to cut that just slightly larger. So it's going to be 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And I'm just going to cut 2 of them because like I said, we are going to kind of keep these similar, but just show them a little stepped up. So I just cut 2 of them. And this one we're going to just add. So we're going to have something popped up. Now I feel like when you're doing kind of a intermediate, this has already got a lot going on, but let's just add a punch. And we're going to just stick to a simple circle punch. Let's see. I want to punch out, so I think a 2-inch circle punch. Let's see how that looks. Oh, maybe the biggest one. I have a 2 1/4 or 2 3/8 inch circle punch. Hi, how are you doing? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and punch that out of the glimmer paper. No worries, we are not going to see that. And actually, because I'm that person, I'm going to take another punch that I have handy and just punch out the other side. Because you're not going to see it anyways. And then it just goes in this little bucket of goodies that I have sitting there. Okay. So now we have these 2 pieces. And the next thing I would say is we're going to do our awesome blending across here. And then we'll add this circle somewhere and a sentiment. Yep. That's what we're doing. Okay. So let's get rid of that and get this paper back. And I want to do a bigger area this time because my circle is going to be a little bigger. Boop, boop, boop. Let's go ahead and put that right like that. Oh no, I don't like that either. It's too curvy then, up that way. Let's do like that. Okay. All right. Are you guys with me so far? I hope I'm not like just going after it here. But again, we're going to start with freesia. And just going to come in from the edge. Do some colors. And probably a little bit from this edge. Just because we have a bigger area, right? Okay. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And this way too, you can see how to use different products different ways. We're going in with Pretty in Pink. Again, I put some tape on the handle because it would be kind of hard to know which one of these is for Pretty in Pink. So I just added tape on the handle and then labeled them. And we're coming in here. This one I'm just going to kind of mosey through. Let's just get it all up in there. There we go. And then the last one is our bubble bath. So the tone on tone. Super cute stuff we got going on. So I think they call this technique like geode or something like that. You kind of get that edge like it's a geode. Some of our paper actually had a similar feel to it as well. Okay, I think we have pretty much everything covered. Oh, I'm going to just touch this up right there. Looks like I pushed back that paper. Okay, that's bound to happen. So let's uncover this piece. Whoop, let's go that way. This is quite a thin masking paper, so just be gentle with it, right? Just like you're taking a Band-Aid off of a baby. You don't want to rip their gentle skin. Oh, well, we have a new line there now. Boop. Okay, so that is beautiful. I do say so myself. We'll bring that right here. And then where did I put our circle? Oh, it's over here. I think our circle will go somewhere in here. Not quite sure yet. We do have a smaller 2-inch circle punch. So I'm just going to find a piece of scrap white. Oh, I am going to need white for the inside of the card too. So maybe I'll just cut a piece because I don't see the scrap. I'm just cutting 2 pieces right away because I know I'm going to need another one for the other card. And then here's my scrap. But we're going to stamp on that first. Obviously, we can't punch it out first. And I know we used black for the butterflies before. I'm going to bring in this butterfly and stamp it in our light color. And it has been well loved, as you can see. But I just want to make sure that I was cleaned off good enough. I'm not always the last person to use the stamps or put the stamps away. So I'm just going to do that right now. Make sure it's all clean. Perfect. And we're going to stamp it in our bubble bath. right here. Beautiful. And then next, I want to do a wishing you a beautiful birthday. Wishing you a beautiful birthday right over the top. Okay, you guys are getting quiet on me. What are you doing this weekend? What you got plans for? I do have to tell you guys a story, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it without crying. And that's weird for me. Okay, I got a blotch on here, so I'm just looking for a scrap piece of paper. Oh, here's a scrap. My husband printed this recipe 1,001 times. So, oh, Sean, I missed your comment. I don't have my computer going. So, unfortunately. Okay. Boop. Yes, Lesson Gyms for sure. So, Lesson Gyms is the bowling alley. 1,001. Yep. Okay. So, we have the 2-inch punch, and we're going to punch this out right here. Okay, so I will start to tell you guys this story. Some of you might know about it already, and some of you might not. But the reason why it's getting brought up again is because I crashed. I used to work in the contact center at my current employer, and I help out those ladies all the time. I'm actually going to be taking calls tomorrow. Well, because I know a lot of things, so they reach out to me a lot. So I'm in a chat with them, and some of the ladies were talking about going down to Casa Amigos, which is a Mexican place here in town. And I was going to be going home and having leftovers, to which, after helping all day at the front desk, I thought, I really don't want to go home and have leftovers. So I said, oh, well, I might just have to come down and have some margaritas with you guys. Well, one of the ladies, Kim, her friend was going to be there. And so she's, we're like, oh, we're crashing Kim's party. And she's like, oh, it's not a party at all. And her name's Julie. Well, Julie, I sat next to Julie when I got there. We were waiting for one other person from the contact center, Tanya, who had watched my oldest son at daycare way back when. So I was a teenage mom, and I was in this special program to where my son could go to this special daycare, which was wonderful. It was what I needed at the time. Everything was great. So mind you, so we're sitting there, and Julie just keeps asking me questions and this and that. And you guys know I am not very good with names. So I'm like, gosh, why is this lady just asking me all of these questions? Well, we go outside to be naughty. So I, smoke a little bit in the summertime. And my brother-in-law bought me a pack of smokes, and we were doing our, I'm going to do this other one up there, when we were playing volleyball. So I still had some smoke. So I'm like, well, I'll go outside and smoke with you. And so she goes to me, she goes, I don't want to be too forward at all. Oh, I like it there. Okay. But did your son almost drowned at Hefco Pool like 19 years ago? To which I just looked at her like she was crazy. But I said, yeah, that was my son. And she goes, I was one of the nurses who did CPR on him. So, long story short, we all started crying, having a good tear, and find out, yes, when my son almost drowned at Hefco Pool, let's just say the lifeguards were not prepared as they should have been. It wasn't that I had just left him there or anything like that, but Like I was in the pool watching the divers with my other son. And so I was literally standing in the pool with him, with Alex. So at the time, and we were watching the divers, and two of the kids, so Jeremiah and one of my daycare kids, went to go to the bathroom. So, they had asked to, say, hey, we're going to go to the bathroom. Is that okay? And I'm like, yes. Well, time went on, and I could see that the daycare kid had come back, and I could see all the other daycare kids, but I couldn't see Jeremiah. And I'm like, where is Jeremiah? And then, we went back to watching the divers, and then I turned around again, and I'm like, he's got to be here somewhere. And I legitimately started searching the water for him because I had that gut feeling that something wasn't right, and it wasn't. And shortly after I started searching the water for him, one of the girls had hollered up to the lifeguard stand, and I heard the whistle go off, and I just instinctively knew that it was Jeremiah. So, so anyhow, so they pulled him out of the water, and he wasn't breathing. And Julie Matthews was a nurse, and she asked the lifeguard if it was okay if she could help, and the lifeguard obviously said yes, and she literally resuscitated him. Her with another nurse, Megan Kummer, and I think there was a third nurse, but like I said, like obviously I wasn't in any place to remember any of that, but anyhow, so yeah, it was just this weird thing where I went to this dinner, and thank God that she was inquisitive, because it was just really remarkable to be able to meet her. At the time, Jeremiah was 5 and her son was 6. So you couldn't, could you imagine going through that, and then your son is 6 years old, and not really knowing, she was able to know that he was, that he survived and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so that was just so crazy of a night. Like, who would think that margaritas and Mexican food would lead to that heartwarming, emotional stuff going on, right? Just crazy. But just awesome. So Jeremiah just turned 25, and I showed her that picture of me and him, and she just said that was like the best night of her life, that she was just so happy that we got to meet. And so was I, right? Just really crazy. Look at that. I told you guys without crying. If you could hear a little bit in my voice of the quiver, though, it definitely takes your breath away when you think about all of those things that happen. And, okay, wishing you a beautiful birthday. Hope is, I don't know if there's anything else I can put on the inside. This is more like a handwritten inside. Sorry, I wasn't really telling you guys what I was doing while I was doing that story, but hopefully you see. Yeah, so just small world, all over Mexican food and margaritas. I mean, I wasn't drinking any margaritas because I was trying to behave, but yeah, this, I think, I don't know. Do we need any other embellishments? I'm almost thinking we don't, and the glimmer paper is going to be our embellishment. Because this looks stinking cute. Boom. And on this envelope, because this is our stepped up version, we can also do some coloring. So let's just get in here and color away. Probably shouldn't have started right on the envelope, but it'll be okay. Right? Hey, Joanne. Yeah, it was quite the event. That boy always kept me on my feet. Absolutely. So you could imagine when he went to the Boundary Waters with the Boy Scouts. No cell service, and it's all like, yeah, there was some tears. But, all right, pretty in pink. Gosh, I just absolutely love this blending stuff. Have any of you guys seen the Northern Lights lately? It's so weird how our phone can capture it, but we can't see it with the naked eye. To me, it's not as meaningful like as when you can see it with the naked eye, though. So I can't wait to see that. I know, kind of a different subject, but this is what it reminds me of. Let's get this tomato soup recipe back out. So I have somewhat. We're just going to fold it in all the way up to there. I would share this tomato soup recipe with you guys, but it wasn't that great. I have a red pepper soup that the next time I make it, if it's still as good as what it was the first time I made it, I will definitely share that recipe with you. We have Roma tomatoes in the garden, and then we have regular like beefsteak tomatoes. We don't really eat raw tomatoes. So I was trying to figure out what to do with these beefsteak ones. My mom plants all of these plants from seed and then gives us a shit ton of them. So, ooh, look at that. This is our intermediate one, I guess you would say. Whew, the sun is shining on me now, so I apologize if I'm getting hot flashes, but I hope you guys like this one. We've got one more to do, and this is going to be our like stepped up version. So we're going to use the dies, right? This comes with some dies. We're going to definitely have to add some more texture and stuff to it. So maybe we'll do some embossing. I think so. Okay. I need to figure out what embossing folder I want to use, though. We're going to do some coloring and some embossing. Oh, yes. I really love that. Okay. So, again, we're going to use the black card base. Yeah, it is what it is. That's what happens when you're figuring it out on the fly. All right. So, and then we have this glimmer paper again. I do also have this little piece, so if we need to use that somewhere. And then we have a white inside piece, or we can use it on the outside. Did I not have, oh yeah, I have a piece. I think I want to keep it sort of similar, but just step it up. So we could do some butterflies and glimmer paper this time. I think we need some black too somewhere. The black just accentuates it. Okay, so I'm going to cut this down to the 3 3/4 by 5. I bent that corner, so I'm going to cut off this other corner. And before I glue that down, we're going to definitely cut out some butterflies. And I'm not sure if we're going to use the glimmer butterflies or not, or if they're going to end up being black, but we're going to do it. Where is my cover? There we go. So this comes with butterflies that are just detailed, or you can stamp your butterflies and cut them out. I feel like I'm missing some pieces though. Maybe I'm not, and it's just a different set I'm thinking about. But we're going to do this one here. Ugh! Because I love that. We'll just do all of these detailed ones. Ah! Get off. Get off of there. So we can fit them all on here and run them all through, and then we will use them how we use them. And my nice big machine here. This also, if you have not gotten this, free shipping day is the perfect time to get a new one. Absolutely. These buggers are like $100 and some, so 11%. You're saving quite a bundle there. Okay, our glimmer paper. Ooh, hold on. Just wait. I do not want to try gluing these on by hand. So we're going to do some adhesive sheets. And this will help too when I go to put my glimmer paper down. So adhesive sheets are basically a sticker sheet. We're going to peel this part off and then it sticks onto here. So let's see, I think I want to do it this way. I'm just going to fussy cut this size. You definitely do not want to get this adhesive on your scissors. It just sticks. So I always try and cut it down before I take the adhesive stuff off. Okay, let me see. Here we go. This is the back side. So I'm peeling this up. And then this part has the sticker on it. We're going to just put that right down. And then the other side. There might be an easier way, but this is how I do it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Okay, so now we have that sticker on the back side. Now let's run this through our machine. And with these multiple layers, I'm going to run it forward and backward, just so that I can make sure that it is cutting everything out. Just a double run. We will test one and make sure. Yeah, yep, see, falls right out. Ooh, that one is giving me a little bit of anxiety. There we go. Always a little bit more difficult with the glimmer paper, just because it's so thick. All right, here we've got our pieces. We will set that down here and put this back over there. So this is what we have so far. All right, we will cut this down just a little bit more so that more of the glimmer paper shows out. Shows up. So I'm just going to cut it down another 1/8 of an inch. And I know you guys, you're like, all of that math, but it'll be okay. It will be okay. There we go. So this is what we have so far. We do need to do our technique, right? We're not getting rid of that. So let's go ahead and do that right now. And some color on there and on an envelope. And I feel like I still want it to be a pretty decent size space. Okay, last time we are going through the rainbow of coloring. If you guys did not know how to do this technique before tonight, you surely will now. Boom, boom, boom. Super easy. Start with your dark color. And they don't have to coordinate. We did do a card that had, like, was it a gray, a green, and a blue? That looked pretty cool. I mean, they still kind of coordinated, but they weren't in like the same color tone. So I think this one we'll do both. If we're not doing the most, what are we doing? If you guys ever see Build It Like Becker, they're on like TikTok and stuff. They always say that. If we're not doing the most, then what are we doing? She does some pretty funny sound effects too. Maybe we'll have to start doing that. Like she would be like whoosh, 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 whoosh. Okay. Next color is our Pretty in Pink. Boom, boom, boom. Just going to give that a good swirl through here. It's just such a like true pink. Not like a girly pink, but like a pink. Like just a solid color pink. Okay. Lastly, our envelope. Get all of that going. Okay, and the last color is Bubble Bath. I would really love to see what you guys do with this technique. It is very easy to do. Again, I mean, if you don't have the Stampin' Up! Masking paper, you can use other stuff. This is just nice, easy, thin, pliable. Post-it notes are kind of expensive. Nope, we're gonna... I have an idea. Let me color my other pieces first. This may be a good idea, and it might turn out crappy. But hey, that's what ideas do, right? You gotta give it a whirl. It's only all of my time and energy and paper. You know, who cares? All right. I gotta just get that cheat. No, this will do. La da 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 da. Over it all to give it all the same tone. There we go. All right. These two guys can get set aside. Now, we had this other saying. Where did my stamp set go? Right here. This hope is a beautiful thing that flutters in the soul. I feel like I want to use that for my saying. And then we have these guys that would flutter. So I almost feel like I want to use this like right in there. Although I want to kind of emboss this too. Like roll it through somewhere. So would this get fluttered up? Fluttered up. Ha ha ha. Would this get too muddled up if I did that? But maybe we don't do dry embossing. I really want to try this. So you may not be doing dry embossing. Okay. I want to have, so this goes that way. Just trying to line up a little bit. Maybe I'll just do those two. So if I start right here, oh, that's a little dark. That might have to get covered up. Because now I smudged it. Okay. I swear to God, these telemarketers are driving me absolutely insane. Okay. That looks a little better. Like, there's just something to me about words that speak to you. This is stays on, so I just didn't want to get on my glass mat. I know I can clean it off, but that's not the point. There. Okay, let's see what that looks like. It looks kind of cool right now. And then I can always stamp that right on the inside too if none of these line up to where I can see the whole thing. But let's see how it looks. Ooh, oof does. Okay, after 3 cards, this is pretty worn out. I mean, I probably could have used it for some more, but. Oh, that looks so cool. So cool. I think I know what I'm going to do with the embossing, actually. Okay, and then we'll kind of bring, I don't know how we're doing these yet. Because that one looks really good there. Oh, maybe just right like that. Okay. Gotta pick out. Let's see if when I peel this off. Oh, sometimes those pieces come apart. Okay. I have an idea, so bear with me. We're gonna bring in fresh freesia, which I think I do have some scraps. Fresh freesia, yes. Okay. I have lots of scraps of this color, baby. I don't want that whole big thing. All right. So I'm going to cut this. This just doesn't seem dark enough. Maybe I need to use, because look at how dark that turned on my card. So let me try using, I don't know if this will be the right tone. Or I'm just going to have to, oh, maybe Petunia Pop. So this looks okay, but let's grab Petunia Pop here. Oh my gosh, Petunia Pop matches perfectly. Okay, so instead of using fresh freesia, we're going to use Petunia Pop. And I'm going to cut this so that it's the same width as this paper, which is, I don't remember because I changed the cut. 3 and 5/8? No. 3 and 5/8. And we're going to run this through an embossing folder. I got to find which one yet because, you know, this is a last minute idea. Not the trees. Where are, not snowflakes. No, not those. I need my generic embossing folders. Those are bubbles. We're not doing bubbles. Holy bejeepers. Those are leaves. Why do I have so many leaves? Okay, let's look down here. That's a crosshatch. Okay, this one might be okay. Okay, you guys tell me if you want to see the wood grain or the brick, okay? I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing yet, but the wood grain or the brick. I'm going to continue on to the inside of the card while we are doing that. The inside was this. And the outside has this hope is a beautiful thing that flutters the soul. I don't know, I'm just going to put a butterfly on the inside. Boop. Oh, and we have that butterfly too. So we'll put that one. Oh, Lord. Let's try that again. Nope. We're just gonna, haha. It's fine. It looks like it's fluttering. Brick, brick, brick. Nope, not zinnias. That's too detailed. I did have that one in my hand. Going rogue there, Sean. Although maybe you had said that before I grabbed the other ones. I don't know, because the comments really do go quite quickly on here. They go away quickly. And then if somebody else comments, then I see, you know, the previous comments again. I think we have the brick for sure. I'm just peeling off this backing. And then I'm going to punch out these little pieces that did not go away. So remember, we made this into a sticker. So it is sticking to my finger, that's for sure. There we are. We're going to add that right. And we'll add it over the top of that butterfly just because it's so jacked up. Okay. And some glue. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. All right, let's run that through the brick folder. I can go ahead and put down this piece. Let's cover up this stays on, right? Okay. Oh my goodness, there. So this is the one side, and then there's the other side. Okay. And this is going to go over the top here. Let's grab our embossing folder. Make sure I have it the right way. Yep. Give this a little texture using our machine. That's the nice thing about the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, is it comes with all the plates for you guys to do all the different techniques, whether it's dry embossing or die cutting or anything like that. There we go. And now we're just going to rip it. Let's see, right about here. And I don't care if it lines up with the underneath. I just wanted to have a little bit of something additional. And it might be a little much, but hey, why not? Area. I have the sun shining right in my eyes here, guys. So I'm going to just give this a little bit of ink. I just like to make things a little darker. Oh my gosh, I can't even see. Can't even see. Where's my ink? Oh, I put it in the bin. This is a little bit of a lighter color than the Petunia Pop, but you can still see you're getting some color on here. See the difference? I think I gotta go shut my window. One moment, please. Okay, now I think I can see. Oof does. Okay. So see the difference between those? So I just like to add some color. As you guys know. And because we're using black, we're going to add a little bit of black color. I got to get a dauber for this though. And that one looks good. Just want to make sure I don't have any other ink color on here. Oh, a little brown, that should be okay. Gonna just really highlight this edge here. Make it just stand out. Pop. Give it kind of a worn look. Ooh. Okay. We used to do this all the time, and it's definitely coming back into style, just like clothes. Different things come back around. And this edging and stuff is definitely in style. Okay. I think that was the pop I was looking for, was that black. We're going to go ahead and put this down. Okay. I'm going to flip it over and rub it because I don't need to get ink from my fingers all over my front of my card. And then we're going to add, I think this one was the top one. Yep. It is for surely different. Than our other card. It does kind of hide our little thing there, but it'll be fine. Okay, let's peel back our sticker. See how many. Oh yeah, get out of there. Get out of there, butterfly. That's the only thing though, is when you have these little pieces, then they all stick to you when you're making stickers. But it is a lot easier to use this than it would be to just like not have the adhesive on here already. Okay. Oops. Grab those off. And there's one right there. Okay, so we got to get this so that it goes right here. Oh yeah. Loving that. It is a little busy for me. I usually don't do things this busy, but I feel like it is well worth it. Okay. Come on. I definitely did not do this the way it should have been done. I should have poked out all these pieces before I took off that adhesive protection. But hey, it is what it is. There we go. And then one right up here. Okay, let me get rid of these. There we go. I almost feel like we need to pop that sentiment somewhere, but I mean, it looks cool. It looks really cool. So I want to just have these wings kind of sticking up. What you do is you take your little powder and you just put it on the back so that it's not a sticker in those areas anymore. And then the middles will hold down and the wings will not. Okay. This is the envelope. That was the inside. Have some embossing, some layering, some beautifulness. I still think we're going to have to stamp that sentiment and do something because it is just not standing out good enough for me. Where is my white? I just had white because I had to cut some backgrounds from it. Here we go. Nope, that's not it. Up here. I think we're going to stamp this on the white. In the black, of course. Okay. It's just so delicate, right? Just so delicate. Okay. And I just want to get a really, not a big punch. Let's see how big this one is. I think that would do. Probably could have die cut it out of a butterfly. But we're just going to tuck that right, I think, underneath these two. Yep. There we go. That adds the little pop I was looking for. Okay, final call. Here is our stepped up version. Here is, oh, and the envelope. Here is our middle version. And here is our simplified version. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is a card you do not want to make 30 of. That's right. And yes, your new machine, Mary Kay, for sure. But it is beautiful. It is so much. And if you don't want to add the embossed pieces, this would look great without that too. But I just wanted some embossing on there. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Next week, I think we will do the card swap. So I will show all of those. So we won't be making any creations. I do have to look at comments from last week to see who won the after party, after live card. We were giving away this one. So if you did not see this from last week, definitely take a look. And then we will do the same thing this week. Although I don't have anything to give away because I don't have any extras of these. This is Sean's. So why don't we'll do a different giveaway. So just remember, I can't see the comments from the live. So in order to be entered in the giveaway, just come back after it posts and leave a comment. Let's do comment September. So you'll comment September to get in for the giveaway, which I'm not sure what it will be yet, but I have some extras of things. So just comment September and we'll be good to go after the live. So, okay. Well, I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for joining me. I am off to watch the Badgers play volleyball and then later to go for a walk and check out that awesome moon tonight. So have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.